All right, y'all. So what's going on, everybody? Y'all need to come on in. Because I already told you about this interview last week. So thank y'all to everybody that tuned in this previous Tuesday for the Billy Broadway interview. We had a lot of technical difficulties going on. So thank you to everybody that tuned in on the YouTube page, and then I end up airing it on Facebook once I got everything straightened out the following day. So you make sure you stay tapped in on Facebook, also stay tapped in on YouTube because look, we bring this. So as you see, I ain't at home right now. I had to go somewhere else to a bigger space because I'm still trying to get ready for artists, still trying to put get my prints and stuff together and all that there. So I had to come to a bigger space. So I also want to thank everybody that be just let me up in their house to do what I want to do. So I don't know, people just love me like that. I tell them I'm on their way, and they just open the door, and then I mess up their house with all my prints and whatever else I got going on, and then they clean up after me, and I just freaking love it. Okay, so shout out to my sponsors, Takeover TV and Rude Boys Artwork. So yeah, my accessories. I love my accessories. This is my cash money pinky finger. Love my accessories from Rude Boys. I'm also going to fill up my other hand too, because I'm just glad that they have a jewelry that I absolutely love. It is different and unique, and I'm going to be back up in there like buying up all their stuff. At least every 2 weeks or every month, I'm gonna be up in there buying stuff. So let's go ahead and get this thing popping started today today, today, today. I got my best friend. I am just so excited to have this person on my podcast today. Y'all already know what it is. Y'all already know what's up. I'm also gonna let her introduce herself. We end up being friends and ain't stopped being friends since, and we just as crazy apart as we are together, and we're going to be together this weekend, matter of fact. So yeah, make sure y'all get ready for that. So let me bring on my best friend, CeCi.
Hi.
Inside.
Hey.
Oh my god,
I'm excited.
how are you, CeCi?
I'm thugging.
You thugging. Okay,
Yes,
so y'all, this
yes.
is this is CeCi does it.
Does it?
What does CeCi does? CeCi actually does everything. So you just need to change your name. I know you have CC does art, CC does
Mhm.
poetry, CC does
Mhm.
piercing, and
Mhm.
CC does whatever
Oh,
else. CC just does it.
it.
So I honestly don't know. I don't know where to start. What is your favorite thing that CC does?
Mm. That's hard. I would say it probably depends on the day of the week.
Okay.
Some days.
Okay.
Some days I'm flourishing in my artistic space. Other days, like I'm just in my literary space. Some days I just want to stab people, and that's what I do, piercing folks. So it just depends on the day, I think.
Okay. Okay. And oh yeah, also CC is my piercer.
Yes, yes, yes.
CC is my piercer as well. I've been thinking about getting a couple of more done.
Let's go.
No, I'm thinking about it because I like your piercing because you be quick with it. Like I tell you where I wanted it, and you just do it. Like you don't stop, you don't
Yup.
pause. You just like you look at it, you check it out, you make sure it's good, and then boom, we're done.
Yeah, it would make for a terrible experience to drag it out, but I've heard some horror stories, so I do my best.
I am excited. Okay, so I don't know what I don't know which you're okay. Let's just go ahead and let's since we got artists coming up, let's go ahead and start with your paintings.
Okay.
So first of all, your paintings are fire. I love your paintings.
Thank
I do have
you.
I do have my money ready.
I got a lot of art this year. Last year, I feel like, so I haven't been a paid artist for long.
Okay.
So it's hard for me to cater to other people's wants. Generally, I would make art for me, and it never mattered how anybody else ever felt about it because they would never see it. So it's been a lot of finding myself. And last year, I did a lot of like more pour painting style. I was in that era, and I realized that that's just not for me. So this year, my art is very different. I didn't do too many super intricate pieces. I wanted to make art that would resonate with people, art that was affordably priced so that people were able to collect. I have some people who are avid collectors of my art, and they probably have 7, 8 pieces, of my
Okay.
art a piece. And I want to be in everybody's house. I want to be in everybody's space. I do want to cater to my demographic. Don't get me wrong, I do have expensive art too, but I know that art collecting is for everybody, and I do want to be inclusive to everybody. So this year, I have a pretty decent size selection, baby. They've been chipping away at it. I done sold 5 pieces already, but ain't even
Okay.
made it to artist.
Okay.
But I'm excited. I don't know. I'm excited. I got good feelings.
Yeah, so it's I'm gonna tell you what's a one it is definitely a wonderful feeling. I know they're feeling all too well about selling stuff before it comes out. So like one of the first art exhibitions I did. I mean I would never forget it. So I had set up, you set up your stuff in the art gallery a couple of days before. I got a phone call. Matter of fact, that same night, it was a lady calling me and was like, soon as the art exhibition open, that piece is mine. So go on and put a sticker on it as soon as you walk.
Hey, I love it. I love
And me
it.
and her, me and her, me and her are actually like real good friends, like to this day. So like she ended up being a real good friend of mine and just buying
That's
my
how I happy.
yeah, and just like buying my stuff up before it even opened. It was like hell yeah.
Right,
So
right.
I completely understand that feeling. So where does your inspiration come from with your paint?
It depends. I would say it depends on what space I'm in mentally. Um, Sometimes I create stuff and it's it's like poetry for your eyes. It's just this is my mood, this is how I feel, and I'm expressing myself this way. And other times it's just thoughts, intrusive thoughts, and it's like you should paint this, and it's like something that nags at me until I do it. So everything's not like a super deep piece. Some stuff is just fun. Other stuff you'll never know the meaning behind it because it's just something that resonated with me. I created. You're gonna look at it, and art is up for interpretation. You'll
Absolutely.
look at it and it will resonate with you for a completely different reason. And I'm not here to tell you what this art piece means to you. I know what it means to me, but I'm
Mhm.
not here to tell you what it means to you. And a lot of people come and they're like, well, what made you do this? Like, what was the inspiration? And I ask them before I answer, what do you feel when you look at it? Like, how did you relate to this piece? And I love to hear the feedback because it's almost never what the hell I felt. You know what I mean? It's always
Right.
something completely different, but I love to hear it. You know what I mean? So it just it
Just
be
depends.
coming out of me. It be coming out of me, and however it comes, I allow it to because I have a lot of blockages. So however it flows, I'm thankful for the flow every time.
Okay, cool, cool. So do you have a piece that you impressed yourself with?
The one sitting right behind me.
Let me see, let me see, let me see, let me
It's
see.
so big. It's like 2 by 4 feet, so I can't even like pull
Oh,
it out and show you in the car because it's
okay,
like 4 feet long. But it's a
okay,
piece that I initially did for Bloom, and I got rejected. I'm not gonna say rejected. I got
okay, okay,
deterred for later.
okay. Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah,
that's the piece that I shocked the shit out of myself with that one. I did. But yeah, that's my baby.
yeah. Oh, I can't wait. Oh no, I'm hyped now. I can't wait to see it. You
Yeah,
said
that painting is my baby. It's my child.
you selling it?
Yes, I'm willing to part with it. I'm willing to part with it.
Okay. Because I have. Do you have a piece that you are not willing to sell?
No. Mm-mm.
Because I have some photography stuff that I do keep to myself.
Yeah.
I be so intrigued by my own thinking or how I took the picture, and I'm like I can't there are certain pictures that I probably have never shown because
Yeah.
I don't want to part with them, or I don't want anyone to have a piece of it.
Right.
That
Right. And I mean, I'm that way with like my poetry and stuff. I'm sorry, I'm finna start my car because my phone's finna die.
oh, go ahead.
I'm so sorry. So yeah. Hold please. No, can you hear me?
Uh-huh.
Did I? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hold on. Oh no. You can hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I'm so sorry. Okay.
Okay. Oh Lord, I forgot what we were talking about. Oh, you finna tell me about your poetry.
Oh, it's that
Yeah,
nobody will ever hear.
you was finna say you was breaking up. Start over.
I can't hear you. Hold on. Oh no, Ron. I'm always messing something up. Hold on, because I can't hear you. No, 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 no. Okay, I can hear you now. I
I
think
can hear you, but I can't see you. Yeah. Okay.
we good now. Okay,
Yes.
I act like somebody uncle with this technology stuff. I stay messing stuff up.
It's okay. It is
We're
okay. I promise you it's
we're
okay.
back.
It is
Okay.
okay. So we were talking about your poetry.
Yes, there are certain pieces that I would never ever release or even let anybody read. But also with some of my other poetry, I never thought that I would let anybody see it or read it. But there's things that I've been bold enough to release, like in my poetry books, that I'll never perform it. It's way, it's too emotional
Okay.
for me. And people are like, well, we need to hear it. Like, well, buy the book, baby, read it, because I'm not gonna cry in front of all these people. I'm not gonna do it. Can't do it. Mm-mm.
Understandable. I understand. It probably hurt enough just to write it down.
Yes, yes, yes. But we're
Because
here.
I've had
We're
this situation before. It hurt enough to write it down. Then you have to go back and read and edit and yeah, I
and
get it.
cry some more. Yeah.
Cry, fall out the bed, roll under the couch.
Oh my
I get
god.
it. So
Pull your
so
eyelashes off.
so tell us more about the book that you have out now, 1414.
Okay, so 1414 was a collective book. I wrote that with authors Philosophy, which is Sophia Fields, and Knowledge Jones, which some people know him as Knowledge 312, or Byray is what the kids call him. But we actually wrote that book as a friend group as far as that goes. It was kind of just a challenge I saw that I wanted to do myself, but I didn't feel I would hold myself accountable. So I asked them, we kind of tweaked the challenge, turned it into our own, and was like, let's write 14 poems in 14 days. And we had all these different topics, some that we created, some that we asked Facebook for input on, and we just put them all in a hat, pulled them out the hat, and however they landed, that's how we wrote our chapters, and that's how we kept our chapters in our book as well. So and it had a flow to it. It was interesting how that happened. But every day we had a different topic, and you would get three different perspectives from one topic, and it spiraled into something so much bigger than what we expected it to be. It was supposed to be a writing challenge to help me get out of writer's block, to help them get out of writer's block. I hadn't wrote in years and years and years. They wanted me to start writing again. They wanted me to start performing. And it was just, I just was like, I can't do it. I can't do it. But we did this challenge, and Bobby was like, let's let's write a book. And I'm like, are you out of your fucking mind? Like,
Yeah.
I don't want people to read this shit about me. Are you crazy? Hell no. I was not with it. But after some talking, so I was like, okay, fuck it, let's do the book. And I think it at first my first reaction was like, hell no. Nah. But then it was
Mhm.
like, we did the book, we finished it on Christmas. We did 14 days. We never missed a single day. We blogged every day too. Like, it was crazy. And then we released the book in April. It took us a long time to figure out how to self-publish, which is why I'm doing my self-publishing workshop, is because of the fact that we didn't have the footing that we needed, and it took us so long. It's like, I don't want everybody else to go through that. So we released in April, and it was crazy. We sold 60 books in 60 minutes. It was 90 something people in the building. I'm like, I don't even know niggas read anymore. Like, this shit was crazy. But it was beautiful. It was so beautiful, and it was inspiring because it was so many different people from so many different age groups and ethnicities and walks of life, and everybody was there for the same purpose. Everybody related. It resonated with everybody, and it was just like, that was the moment I knew that, like, you need to suck it up and write. You need to share your story. You need to do this. So yeah, it was an adventure for sure, and it spiraled a second book. So yeah, I'm excited.
So go ahead. Second book. Go ahead and tell us about your second book.
Okay, so second book, we all decided after the first book that we all had ideas for what we wanted to do for our next step, and we decided to do solo projects. So
Okay.
Sophia has her own solo project. She's going to be doing a short story book as well as a poetry book in one. Knowledge would be
Okay.
doing his own poetry book as well, entitled "The Tears That Never Fail," and
Okay.
I did a book as well. It's a poetry book. This one's actually a little different. I feel like the last book, and don't get me wrong, this book is inclusive as well. The last book was for everybody. This book is for us Black women. This is who this book is for.
Okay.
And
Okay.
the book is called Broke Hoe Rich Spirit. And this is just for generally women that people would consider to be broken or tarnished or not valued, or just the damaged, broken woman. It's just about us being able to persevere through everything that should have broke us all the way down, and for us to still maintain a rich spirit through all of it. So that's what that was geared to. The last book I got cussed out about a lot because everybody was like, oh my god, I wasn't ready, this is emotional. I was sure to have more balance in this next book. It's
Okay.
not a man bashing book, and that's why I did want to touch on the fact that it's still a very inclusive book. It's not a man bashing fuck them niggas book. It's just not that. It is more uplifting though than the
Okay.
initial book was. I did try to find balance in this book to have a little bit. We gonna cry a little. We gonna have a little trauma. We gonna talk about it, but I'm still gonna be like, hey, bitch, fix that crown. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
that was the
Right.
goal of the book,
We
and that
need
book
that.
is 43 pieces. So
Okay.
yeah, and that
Okay.
was
Yeah.
my solo project.
We need that.
We
That
need
is
it.
something we definitely need that. And when is that book coming out?
That book drops on 7/7. It was supposed to come out on 6/7, but Big Sandals in the universe said otherwise. And I'm okay with that. So we doing 7/7. I feel like 7 and 7 makes 14. So maybe it's a sign. We're gonna go with it. We're gonna go with it. Like, we're just gonna go with it. So
Um.
we're doing the book release on 7/7.
Okay. I'm definitely ready. I'm definitely ready for that. Um.
Yes, yes.
14. If y'all have not purchased the 1414, please do. Please have
Yes.
the tissue ready. Uh.
So I've heard.
Whew,
So I've heard. You need tissue.
please,
Yes, yes.
please have the tissue ready for the 1414 book because it's definitely an emotional roller coaster. So just look, I'm about to cry thinking about it. Oh my god, it's a lot. It's a lot.
It is. It was not
And
an easy book to write. It wasn't. Like it that book kicked us in the middle of our back and was like, go heal, bitch, and I mean now. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like it was so because I mean the topics were not easy topics. And of course it wasn't the ones we picked, it was ones that other people picked. So it's like we shied away from certain stuff, but everything that happened for a reason. The topics that were picked for a reason. And when we had to write about those things, it's like we had 24 hours to write. You only have from 10 p.m. to 10 p.m. to write. You know what I mean? And it's like when you get a subject like regret or accountability, forgiveness, letter to little me made me cry the whole poem. I mean, I'm bawling trying to read
yeah,
this poem. Like,
yeah,
and it's just like the first thing that pops in your head, you're like, nah, I don't want to write about that. I don't want to. And then you go through the rest of the day, like, well, what else can I write? What else can I write? What else can I write? And you waste 12 hours trying to navigate around what you don't want to talk about, and then you're blanking out. You don't have nothing else that you could talk about. So you end up at square one again and you just have to write about it. And when I tell you, like, it was emotional, we cried several days. We cried. And then when we finished that book, I think the whole room, we just was in there bawling on Christmas. Like, oh my God. It was hard. It was
yeah.
not
Were,
easy.
I didn't write them down, but there were several poems that opened up old wounds,
Mm-hmm.
and I was
Mm-hmm.
let me get my therapist on the phone right now
But for
because
me, as an author, I feel like that book took the band-aids off of bullet wounds and stitched them
yeah,
bitches up. You know what I mean? Like I was temporarily patching stuff, and I feel like having to walk through those topics and actually talk about it and let other people know what was going on, it was
right.
healing. It was triggering, but it was healing. So
That's a
I'm thankful for it.
that's a good thing.
Yeah,
Um, so we talk about your what else do you do, CC?
that's everything. Everything.
Everything. Oh,
As
tell us
of right
about
now,
you still do the canvases like for
I do, and I'll actually have some at artists too. So, I'm planning another paint and sip. I know I get cussed out about those because everybody loves them, but I don't do them often enough. So, I'll be doing another paint and sip soon. It's gonna be a smaller one, a little intimate one, but it's always a vibe. Always, always, always a vibe. So, I still do paint and sip canvases. I will have some at artists as well, pre-drawn canvases available for sale, so that you can go home. And I mean, I have ones for the kids too, so you can go home, paint. I have the paint, the brushes, and everything else with it too, so you won't even have to worry about all that.
okay, okay. So my next question is how hard was it for you to get over your emotions to write about it?
I don't think I got over them. I just pushed through them in that moment, and that's generally what I do. Like when I feel. It's heavy, like I'm a very emotional individual. So when I'm in those moods where it's like, I hate this person right now, I miss this person right now, this person broke me down, whatever the feeling may be, I just push through it, and that's how I really get through a lot of it lately. Is just write about it. And it's just
Mm,
like I don't like it at first. I'm triggered by it at first. I'm emotional about it. And what I've trained myself to do is just keep reading it out loud till you stop fucking crying about it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I do. I keep reading it till I stop crying. I
yeah,
don't know if that's like self torture or what that is, but like we gotta get through this one way or another. So
right.
that's just what I do.
Understandable. So, what is your with all? But first of all, how do you balance yourself doing so much? What's your balance? How do you balance yourself? Because a lot of people, including me, like even with me, sometimes because I do so much, I still have yet. Sometimes I find my balance, and then it gets thrown off some kind of way. So I always ask people who do a lot of stuff, how do you balance yourself?
I don't know who told you I was balanced. I don't think I'm balanced, but I feel like I operate
Okay,
in chaos very well. And I know that sounds crazy, but that's how I've been my whole life. I've lived a very, very chaotic life, and that's where I flourish. I flourish in chaos. I'm the person who's calm in the chaotic situation. Like if I'm freaking out, it's always over something so small. But like in chaotic situations, I find comfort. And I know that sounds crazy to most people, but I mean, when you live a life that's like that, then that's what it is. So I actually function
Mm,
better when I have a shit ton on my plate, when I have deadlines and stuff like that.
okay.
Cause like if I can procrastinate, baby, I will. But if I can't procrastinate, I zone in, I get focused, I get things done, I'm productive, I act like an adult. It's a beautiful thing. But yeah, no, I'm not balanced at all. Not at all.
And some people, and some
Just
people,
organized chaos.
yeah, I was just gonna say that some people work better in,
Mhm.
um, some people work better in chaos.
I
It
do.
it drives me crazy though. I think I don't
I want to
mind
be an
doing.
organized person.
So in order for me, I became an organized person when I started hanging around organized people.
Okay, okay.
So a lot of my because I used to deal with organized chaos as well. Like,
Yeah.
but now since I have been around organized people, it's like my days. I'm actually planning my months out.
Well, hold on. Hang out with me more often, cause sis, what?
I plan out my months.
I
So
don't even know
like,
what the hell I'm gonna do today.
see, see the when the last week of June, or like I say the third week of June, I start planning for July.
Mm.
So, and that's how I have all my flyers and stuff done for whoever I'm interviewing for whatever day. I have them done a month ahead of time.
Oh,
So
baby, that is
third,
beautiful.
third week of June, I'm already working on flyers for whatever I'm gonna do or whatever I'm gonna post in July. Or if I post one of my graphics or whatever in July, I already have it. It's probably already done.
Oh,
I have
I'm
to be.
trying.
It's like it's now. Don't get me wrong. It's not easy. I'm not saying
No.
it took me. It took me a while. It took me a while. So I guarantee you it did not happen overnight. So
Yeah.
sometimes I have my days like I say, so like Tuesdays, on what's today? Thursday. But
Mm.
when I first started being consistent with doing interviews, I was only doing interviews on Tuesdays
Okay. Okay.
because like Sunday is usually my rest day, and I record my radio show on Sunday for Monday, and
Okay.
then I
Okay.
my radio show on Monday for Wednesday. So Tuesdays is my interview days because I don't have nothing.
Mm.
So then maybe Thursday and Friday will be days where I just
That
do
makes
graphics.
sense.
Yeah. And I also schedule my rest day.
Hmm.
So I might,
You got me over here thinking like I need to.
yeah.
You know what I'm
So
saying?
I had when
I
I
need some kind of rhyme or reason.
yeah. So like on my rest days, if my rest days is scheduled, like when I get off work, when I come home, I don't do nothing but get in the bed.
Mm.
This see,
Yes.
this is my rest day. I schedule my rest day. This day, I ain't doing nothing. Don't ask me for nothing. I'm not doing no interview. I'm not doing none. Leave me alone.
See, I used
Rest day.
to. I tried to do the on Wednesday. We're gonna do this on Thursday, and it was good when it was good, but I couldn't keep it up. I got to I got to hang around more organized people. My people chaotic like me. We be all over
Okay.
the place.
Okay.
We don't
Like
we
I
don't
say,
we gonna figure it out.
that's
You
what
done you
I'm
you done planted a seed. You done planted a seed. I'm over here thinking you for sure planted a seed. I'm gonna get on that for sure.
and then
Cause,
even when I was painting, because I got so much other stuff going on. I don't have time to paint anymore. But I had my paint days too.
mm, yeah.
So I might wake up on a Saturday morning and be like, I'm gonna dedicate Saturday morning. I'm gonna dedicate 3 to 4 hours to just paint. And I turn my music on and I
Okay.
just
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. You gonna have me at home making a little schedule watch.
You got to. Because
I'm gonna do
because
it.
because I used to be on my computer so much. I
Hmm.
started scheduling time for my computer so my life won't be ate up in the just being on the computer all day.
Mm. So I
So
think
I
that's where
spend
I messed up in the beginning is not planning for rest. You know what I'm
gotta have
saying? It was just constantly, you need to do this, you need to do this, you need to do that. It was never, I never incorporated the planning for rest.
I preach rest in 7 different languages.
Mm.
I truly believe in rest. I had to learn the hard way that even if I have 1,500 things to do, I can't do them all at one time. I can't do them all at one day. So I be
This is
satisfied
true.
out of 1,500 things. If I get two done, all right, amen. Thank you, God, for letting me get these two done. Do the other 1,498 tomorrow.
Right. That makes
So
sense.
all about rest so you can, because you do so much, so you make sure
Hmm.
your energy is directed to the right thing that following day
Yeah.
once you and refocus and all that. So I have I took off work starting next week. That sound right, next week. I took off work for like a week and a half.
Ooh,
And I don't want to do nothing. Honestly.
don't.
I don't think I have any I should not. I'm gonna double check my calendar. I don't think I have any interviews that day, maybe that week. Like I don't want to do this.
I don't blame you. I do not blame you. I'm overdue for a vacation. Trust me.
Yeah. So what is the ultimate goal for yourself?
Ooh. You know what's crazy? A lot of people be like, oh, when you get rich or when you get famous. And I don't think either of those are a goal for me. I don't necessarily want to become rich off of my art or my poetry. I don't want to be famous. I want to be happy. That's really and truly my goal. Like I want to be happy. I want to be at peace. I want to be in a space where I'm able to flourish creatively. I want to be able to make. Now I don't want to be broke neither. Don't you know what I'm saying? I don't want to be broke, but I'm not trying to be rich. I do want to make money and be able to sustain myself and live the life that I desire and in general just be a happy person. That's always been the goal for me. And whatever that may or may not be, because things change and whatever the case may be. Whatever that is, that's what I want for me. That's always the goal. And that's a lot of the reason why it's stuff like I don't take commissions, which I mean it pisses people off. I get it, but I do art because I want to be happy. And
Right,
painting your
right.
grandmammy don't make me happy. So I don't want to paint your grandma. I don't. Rest in peace, Ernestine. I don't want to paint that lady. Okay? Don't ask me to do it. I don't want to paint your children. I don't want to do it. And I have these rules in place for myself so that I can maintain my happy because I do feel like when you allow people to come into your space and dictate what you're doing with your craft, it takes away the happiness from it. And I don't want that. If I can do my art and make money off of it, that's a beautiful thing, but I won't ever turn it into a job. You know what I mean?
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Right now it's
So
a
that
passion. I don't want it to be a job.
no, I get it. So I feel the exact same way. Like I said, when I start, I've been doing interviews for long time. But once
Long
I start,
time.
I've been doing interviews and podcasts. I've been doing for a long time. But once I started being more of an organized person and getting back on schedule and being more consistent, like people like have been hitting me up like crazy. I
Mm,
don't mind, but I don't want this to turn into a job. Like
right.
I like doing it. I like the people I interview, but with so many people hitting me up, if it get to the point where I have to do an interview every day to keep up, or 2-3 times a week, I ain't gonna want to do it no more.
Right. It's gonna suck the fun out of it for
It's
you.
gonna take all the fun. So even like when I get my rest up for the end of June, like when I start back in July, like I was doing interviews every Tuesday because then it turned into every Tuesday and Thursday. I was doing every Tuesday. I think I'm gonna go back to sticking to every other Tuesday and just try to do them
Okay.
to give me to really give me a break so I don't get burnt out.
Right. Because that's the worst thing as an artist, as a creative, as an entrepreneur in general is burnout. Like that is the worst thing ever because it can
Oh,
happen so quick and it's so hard to shake back from. You know what I mean?
absolutely,
Mm.
absolutely. I cannot give yeah, and I don't want to get burnt. I'm enjoying my consistency. I'm enjoying the progress. I definitely do not want to get burnt out doing these. So I'm about to pull back and just do two or three a month maybe, and then
Yeah.
because I have other because and like I said because I do so much, I have other plans for other stuff too. So I need to get those on
Right.
and put that back in my schedule because I want to start putting my prints in different stores. So I'm gonna have to figure out
Oh,
how to
yeah.
add that to my schedule because I'm gonna have to go to these stores and check on them and see what the sales looking like and stuff like that.
Right, right. Yeah.
It's,
That's gonna be lovely. I feel like
yeah,
that'll be dope to have your prints in stores.
yeah. So that's what my next movie is. That's what my next movie is right now. Trying to get my
I'm
prints some
excited.
in some stores and kind of focus on that.
Right, right. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good idea. That's a good idea.
How can we purchase your book?
1414 is available on Amazon.com. You can just look up 1414 CC Crosby, or you can type in philosophy or knowledge of. It'll pop up either way if you type in any of the artist names with 14 and then colon 14. Like mirror numbers are like, I guess what military time would look like that as well. You can get it on Amazon, or if you run into me, fee or knowledge, we usually try to keep books on hand and you can purchase in person. If you purchase in person, of course, I'm going to sign your book. Um, but yeah, that's the option. We also will have books at the Sidewalk series tomorrow. So if anybody's coming to
Your
the Sidewalk
series,
series,
Sidewalk series gonna be fire.
yes, yes, yes. It's gonna be a lot of goats in the building for sure. Some of the music artists are fucking phenomenal. The poets, of course, the poet trio is what they've been calling us. All three of us will be there performing pieces from 1414 as well. And my co-authors, they're amazing poets as well. So yeah, it was a beautiful experience to write that book with them because it's like you know how you do a group project and you feel like you carrying the whole project by yourself. I didn't have that experience with them. You know,
Okay.
like we even had like a best of day vote. Like we would all three perform our poems to each other and we would be like, who got this one today? Type. You know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah. Those are phenomenal poets as well. I'm always excited to perform with them. They are the people who got me to perform after people have been begging me for years. So it's gonna be a lot of love and light in that building tomorrow. I'm really excited. And I got cheese pizza, so
Yo, that's
I'm excited.
that's good. Um, and tell us one more time about your workshop.
Boom. Okay, so on June 30th, I have a self-publishing workshop for people who desire to self-publish their book through Amazon or basically what is called Kindle Direct Publishing. Um, that's in my opinion, one of the best options,
Mm,
especially for someone who's starting off as an author. Because when you publish through these companies, it is so fucking expensive and
yeah.
it's a lot. You know what I mean? But I just like I said, it took so long for us to gain the footing and gain traction on getting this book published because we didn't know what direction to go in. And I just want to share what I learned along our process to make it easier for the next person. You know, like Jarek is lovely, um, Trina is lovely. Both of them came to cocktails with Karen, and they did something similar, just a small workshop. Hey, this is how you go about this. And that is what got us started on our path to be able to do what we wanted to do. So I just want to pay it forward. You know what I mean? Most people charge hundreds of dollars for this same workshop I'm finna give. And I'm going a
Right.
lot more in depth than the average person would do. But because somebody gave that gift to me, I'm going to give that gift to other people. So I'm not charging for the workshop. I do require that everybody who shows up purchases a drink because it'll be hosted at the Brown Vibe Coffee House. And that woman was kind enough to host us. We gonna support that business. Period.
Absolutely.
So
So
you buy a drink, you can get the workshop. But yeah, I'm just
I
doing this first one for
if they
free.
want to give you a donation as well, please do.
Yeah, for sure. Like support that business. That's a black owned business. She's supporting us. She wants to see us thrive and flourish. I want to see her do the same. So yes, it is a
Absolutely.
requirement that we buy a drink. She might got some chicken and waffles on hand too. I heard they banging. I don't eat meat
Or
anymore, so I'm sad. But yeah, get some chicken and waffles, get you a drink, sit down, and
more,
we gonna go through
more,
it.
more for me.
You're
More
right.
for me.
But again, the workshop is free. It is from 2 to 4. It's on a Sunday. And it's an open invitation. I just ask that you don't bring any children, just simply for the fact that, it's a lot of information to consume in the 2 hours that we have time, and I don't want to be yelling over your kids. So,
So that's
no.
understandable.
Yeah,
That's
don't bring your
understandable.
kids. Don't
Yeah.
bring your kids.
I should be there. I
Yeah,
need to be.
yeah, yeah.
I need to be.
Listen, so
Yeah.
it is for anybody who at any stage of your writing your book. Some people are like, "Well, I just don't know where to start. I don't have any direction. I don't know what I'm doing." If you haven't wrote the first page to your book yet, you're still welcome to come. Like I'm going to give guidance on everything from the writing to the publishing, the little stuff that I do know about marketing and things like that. Anything I do know, I'm willing to share. And like I said, I'm not charging for this first one.
I can say something on marketing if I'm there. If you need some.
Yes, I appreciate you. And I even have people that I'm recommending for editors and stuff because I'm not gonna edit your book, so please don't ask me. But I do have a lady who charges 3 cents per word, and she's very affordable, and she's been doing this for a very long time. I will
Okay.
gladly refer her.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So for sure. So and y'all make sure. And I think another thing is we we don't tap in on the free stuff.
Yeah,
That'd be
we don't,
another
and we
thing.
should.
And we
Because I'm
should.
not
So
gonna be giving this information away for free forever. Because my granddaddy told me, baby, the game is to be sold, not told. I'm just paying it for it because somebody blessed me. So
yeah,
you
yeah.
better
So I
get
think
in
that's
while you
awesome.
can.
Yeah, I think that's awesome what you're doing. Um, to pay it forward. So y'all make sure June 30th, Brown House Coffee Vibe. And matter of fact, y'all better beat me there because I've probably been in, bought all the food and the drink. Y'all know I'm a big bag, so listen, I'm a big bag. So make sure y'all bring your pen and paper, bring your
Yes,
recorder or whatever it is that you need to bring. Um,
right. I
to
encourage
get
people
this.
to bring pen and paper. Bring I mean, if you prefer to use a iPad or a laptop, you can bring those as well. If not, we can do your phone. But I'm gonna walk people through how to set up their account and everything. So bring
Yes,
a device that you can log into. The I mean, most people have their phones, so that should be an issue. But I'm literally gonna walk people through
yeah,
a lot. So yeah,
yeah.
bring your pen, your paper, and any type of electronic device to where we can set your account up and get you started. Because I feel like that's major steps there.
Okay. So before we close out, how can we follow you on social media?
I am somebody's papa. So I have Instagram for my art. I'm never on there, but you can follow me and I update it periodically. If you just enjoy looking at art, that would be the place to do it. It's actually Instagram at CeCi does art. Same same little name here. I also have CeCi does piercings on Instagram. And then Facebook, I'm just CeCi does it. And honestly, that's the best place to get in contact with me because I'm not good at managing multiple social medias because I just want to wake up at 5 a.m. and drink my coffee and go fishing. I'm
I
an
hear
old
you.
man at heart. I'm not good at it. But
I
the
get it.
central location for everyone to contact me would be Facebook, and that CeCi does it one word, kind of like Easy does it. CeCi does it, and yeah, that's the best place to contact me.
All right. So go ahead and give us some for the especially for the creatives. Do you have any type of extra motivational words you can give us to end this?
There is a line in one of my poems where I said, "You are a novel. Wipe the dust off and get your ass off that shelf. You forgot who the fuck you are." And all the motivation I feel like y'all need. Like sometimes we forget who the fuck we are. We forget what the fuck we are. We lose direction. We shelve ourselves. We let dust build up, and we're scared to get back into whatever our craft or our artistry may be. And that's what I did to myself. I shelved myself for years and years and years and didn't write a damn thing. And I just feel like sometimes you need that reminder to let you know you are absolutely that bitch at all times. You are her, you are him. Do your shit unapologetically. Stop creating excuses for you to not step in your truth. You know what I'm saying? Stop making excuses for you to not walk in the path that was destined for you. If
Right.
motherfuckers don't like it, so be it. But you'll be surprised. It's gonna be a lot more people who love it than the people
Right.
that you're worried about that might not like it. You know what I'm saying? I've
Okay.
never been booed at a show. I've never had nobody thumbs down. I've never had it happen. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like when you live authentically, I feel like people feel the vibes. Even if they can't relate, they will always respect you. So
Absolutely.
that's my advice to everybody. You are a novel. Wipe the dust off and get your ass off that shelf. Do your shit. Just do it.
Period. Thank you
Period,
so much.
Pooh.
Thank you so much.
Ain't that
See.
what they be saying? Period, Pooh. I don't know.
Period. Thank you so much for coming on the show. I'm
Of
about to
course.
attempt to get ready for artists and put these prints where they need to be in the. I'm so
Yes,
slow, y'all.
ma'am.
It's such a shame we be knowing about the we be having these shows, be knowing about them a month at a time, and still don't be ready until the
hmm
day before. And that's just because we black, and that's how we roll. So y'all
It
make sure y'all
is.
come. So y'all make sure y'all come see me and CeCi at artists.
We'll be next to
Um,
each other at artists.
he
Cause I asked to be sat next to Run. So yeah,
better get it right
I screw somebody's stuff over.
and will. So
And
y'all
will. I'm excited.
yeah, and I'm just want to tell you, before we get out there, I'm excited for you. It's nice to finally see you come out and use your talent and be talented and be creative like we know you can be. Oh gosh, I'm gonna cry. Okay, I'm gonna cry. Bye.
No.
Bye.
Bye.